As you may know, if you buy a smoothie out, it's going to have a lot of added sugar and you're not 100% sure what they put into the smoothie. The other fun part about that is that a lot of times they're super expensive. So I'm going to show you a way to make a smoothie that you know exactly what the ingredients are. It's really, really delicious and it has a ton of nutrients in it. So your ingredients are going to be frozen mango that you're going to fill up to the 24-ounce mark on your blender, 1 banana. We're going to use sparkling water as the liquid on this because the key point to this is that sparkling water is going to take away from that chalky taste that a lot of people don't like about protein powder. And we're going to use a scoop of protein powder, and I'm going to tell you the type that we use in a little bit. It doesn't have any flavor or sweetener in it. So the first thing you're going to do is we're going to add the mango to the blender. And you might be asking why mango? And we have some very important reasons for this. And it's important to use frozen mango because that's going to add the coldness to this so that it's not thinned out by adding ice to it. But this is the reason. Mango is extremely nutrient dense. And when you are trying to get a lot of nutrients into your body, mango has 167% of your vitamin C, 50% of your copper, 45% of your folate, 37% of your B6, 25% of your vitamin A and E, 15% of your vitamin K and potassium, and 6.5 grams of fiber, which is going to help lower cholesterol. It's going to help keep you regular. There's so many benefits to all of these things, but mango's just got a ton of nutrients in it. Then we are going to add your banana. Now, if you have a blender that's a little bit slow, you might want to add your banana first to the bottom, and that's going to help your blades work a little bit easier. But our blender is a food service grade one that we just happen to be very, very fortunate to get very inexpensively. The banana is going to help out. People say that bananas have a ton of potassium. There's other sources of potassium that'll work a little bit better. But the banana mainly is to help the blender work. But it has 25 to 35% of your B6, 11% of your vitamin C, 13% of your manganese, and then it also has 3 grams of fiber that we're adding in there as well. And fiber just has so many benefits, and so that's going to be helpful. And it also makes this taste a little bit smoother and creamier, which is going to help out instead of adding milk. So then you're going to add a scoop of protein powder, and you'll see me in the video add 2 scoops of protein powder. We had to change brands because our old brand got discontinued. But this brand is going to add 22 grams of protein powder. And what I end up doing, because we make these every day, is I have this on subscribe with Thrive Market and get 2 of them coming in every month. This gives us enough to make a smoothie 5 days a week for my husband and I. And normally I don't recommend using protein powder every single day, but because it is easier to have a smoothie every day because I'm a teacher, this works for us. Now we're going to add 12 ounces of sparkling water, and you will see me adding this from a can. We've changed this up a little bit as well because we don't want to be going to the grocery store and buying cans of sparkling water all the time, we use a soda stream to make our sparkling water, and we get these flavorings from Loran Oils. It's actually an ice cream flavoring, but it doesn't have any calories in it, and we just add a little bit of that into the sparkling water, and it works really well to add a bit of flavor and works great. You can also add a little bit of Splenda to this if you want to make it a little bit sweeter, but you don't have to. It just kind of depends on how sweet your fruit is as well, because there's different sweetness levels to things. After this, you're just going to blend it until smooth. Depending on your blender and how strong or powerful it is, you might need a little bit of extra water to get the blades working. You'll figure out what level of thickness that you would like your smoothie at as well. But especially if you add the banana in, then typically you don't need to add a whole lot of extra water. But watch the smoothie well. Sometimes you have to scrape down every once in a while or kind of tap the blender to kind of break things loose. And then if you want to have this for lunch and make it in the morning, you're going to pour it into a stainless steel tumbler, and it's going to stay cold until lunch if you want to make it before work or school. And this is what we have for our lunches every single day. It's worked really well for us for years and years. If you want to change it up and have different fruits, that's a great way to get your servings of fruit in each day and to get some fiber into your diet, to get some whole fruits and vegetables into your diet if you want to add in some kale or some greens or anything like that into the smoothies. It's an easy way to incorporate things without having to actually stop and eat your lunch if you don't have time for that, which unfortunately a lot of us are moving a lot. But This is a very easy lunch. It's a very easy breakfast if you'd like to do that. And let us know in the comments if you try this out. And we will see you guys next week. Don't forget to hit that like button if you like this recipe, and hit that subscribe button because we are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers.